What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. I am your host, Tramel Thompson. And let me tell you something. Ever since I exposed John Schmidt for sleeping, let me put his picture up on the screen. Let me put his picture up on the screen. Ever since I exposed this man for sleeping, they have been in a tailspin. And I'm gonna get into that a little later in the show. But I wanna tell you guys and fill you guys in with what's happening right now, right? Because there are some things going on right now. Now, I use my platform to address issues that New York City transit managers just don't want to address. No matter what it is, they don't have no respect for the workforce. They hit you with all types of egregious discipline. They overcharge you. They give you 30 days or offer you 30 days for something that you're only supposed to get a reinstruction for, hoping that you take something up under the 30 days as if they wanted to make you win, right? So when I did put up that picture of John Schmidt, I want to make it clear. John Schmidt, BK, and Valerie DeBoss, they are stakeholders in plantation justice. That's what they feel their job is. They feel that their job is to hurt the members, to kill morale, to make you feel less than. Because if the rules applied all the way across the board, just want to be clear, if the rules applied all the way across the board, then they would have got Sleeping Beauty, aka John Schmidt, when he was doing this. And he didn't do it on one occasion. He did it on multiple occasions. This has been an ongoing thing with him. But guess what? When you have a stake in plantation justice, you could do as you please. You could do as you please when you have a stake in plantation justice. Now, ever since I did the show, let me put BK on the screen. Ever since I did the show, this guy, Basuma Kamara, I think that's how you pronounce his name. They call him BK. He just continue to do the wrong thing instead of the right thing. He continues to do the wrong thing. Like, I just don't get it. So let me fill you guys in as to what's going on. So I did the show. Guess who started looking up my social media? By Musa Kamara, BK, Deputy Vice President, Labor Relations, New York City Transit, right? You see it right there. Start viewing my profile, right? And it said that he did it. You see it say 12 hours ago. When I checked my phone, it ended up being like 7 p.m. his time. So he's doing this on his own time, trying to figure out or trying to look up into things or whatever the case is. See, this is the problem that I have with these guys because they not leaders. They shouldn't be in charge of no department. They don't know what they're doing. Why are you going to sneak behind the scenes to see my profile and things of that nature? I'm the easiest person to find. I'm the easiest person to talk to. But this company do not want to do any type of business with people who blow up their spot, who whistleblow on them, who exposes their corruption, right? So not only is BK looking at my profile, but now they supposed to be launching some type of investigation on who gave me the pictures. And just to show you guys how insane they are, how much of a stake or how devious they are, why they aren't investigating why this man is sleeping all over the place on transit time and on transit property, right? Why aren't they investigating that? Why are they not looking into that? Why are they not looking into why Charles Henschke got a reinstruction for nepotism and ethics violations? And why they not doing an investigation, why it was called bias activity purposely, and then once I exposed it, they changed it to nepotism and ethics violations? Why aren't they investigating why Wolodarski is allowing PATH trained employees to come onto the property and use New York City transit paraphernalia, vests, keys, radio, possibly a pass? Why aren't they investigating why certain supervisors are failing to supervise? Why aren't they investigating why everybody that was named on that tape who they thought was giving me information had some type of adverse reaction happen to them? Why nobody investigating that? Because this company does not care about morale. They don't care about being fair. The only thing this company cares about, and this is labor relations, the only thing labor relations care about is big stick management. That needs to be dismantled. That department needs to be dismantled. Now, I want to make something else clear. But before I get into that, I want to show y'all who else was looking at my profile. You guessed right. Mr. Davey himself. As you see, I have it rectangled off. It says President New York City Transit, right? Now, I'm going to assume this one. I'm going to assume that he was looking at my profile, because when I finished checking the people who was checking out my profile, I looked up under the job titles. One is a president. There's only one president that's going to be checking out my information, and I find it to be interesting that it happened yesterday, right? It happened yesterday. So Mr. Davey is another one. I done emailed him before. He don't respond back. I had, I emailed him, and he's the president. He has my email. He has my phone number. If he feels that something is wrong or he want to speak about something, why are you coming to snoop around my profile? Why don't you give me a call? Why don't you have a conversation with me? See, the reason these guys don't want to have conversations with you, first, I already know how they feel. I'm a conductor, he's a president. He probably feel that he shouldn't even vibe with me. Maybe, I don't know, right? But I am a black man too. Maybe that could play a role. I don't know. But this seems awfully familiar, right? One thing that Byford did a few things, right? But one thing I like what Byford didn't ignore me. And I kind of like hated it in a way, because I think that it's important that I get these stories out to the world to let the world know how New York City Transit treat its workers. But Byford had an open line of communication with me. So it was hard for me to expose a lot of stuff when I could have easily sent him an email and he would respond back and take the appropriate action. But I was fine with that after a while, because I just wanted the work to be done, right? I just wanted things to be in check. I wanted the respect to be in check. I wanted the morale to be in check. I wanted the discipline. I wanted all of that to be in check. And Byford was actually responsive, not only to me, but to other people as well. So by him having that open line of communication with me, it kind of like quiet things. If y'all really notice, if I give you guys a time period, I wasn't really exposing a lot of stuff because I was going to Byford and it was getting rectified. But I see Mr. Davey is just going to go the whole ignoring route, and then I'm going to have to take the appropriate action of exposing everything, right? Which I don't mind, because like I said, I think that it's a good thing for the world to see how New York City Transit management treat the rank and file workers. I have absolutely no problem with it. And this job is, well, it's going more from a career to a job. And I said this about 4 years ago. I said this job is only going to be for college students in the future. a lot of people is leaving. You got Kim Moore Ward. Her last day is Friday. Sarah Meyer left, right? Sarah Feinberg left. Uh Byford left. A host of other high-ranking managers and supervisors have left. And I want to point out this one supervisor who just announced that they are leaving the other day. And I'm going to read this to you guys because this is very important. I believe his statement is very, very, very important. He said, I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as Senior Vice President of Operations at Beacon Mobility. After 33 plus years in the public sector, 21 plus years with the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, I've decided to transition to the private sector. A company with core values such as we care, we do the right thing, we collaborate, we have fun. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of that because I think that that's very important, what he said. It's very important what he said. He said that he's going to a company with core values such as we care, we do the right thing, we collaborate, and we have fun. He said he spent 21 years in the MTA. He's not even old enough to retire, nor does he has the time. You heard him say he got 21 plus years. He don't got the 25 years to retire. Why would a manager, he's a senior vice president of operations for New York City Transit, why would he leave and put that he's going to a company with those type of core values? What does that really say about the New York City Transit Authority core values? What does it say about what they really practice? What does it say about how they value their managers? Because if they not valuing their managers, how are they going to value their hourlies? How they going to value that cleaner, that conductor, that train operator, that bus operator, that station agent, that signal maintainer, that track worker? How are they going to value you if they not valuing their own management? Who's going to leave a job after 21 plus years? 21 plus years. And I want to say this again. A company with core values such as we care, we do the right thing, we collaborate, and we have fun. He's going to a company, Beacon Mobility, that's what their core values are. What is New York City Transit core values? Discipline, tear down morale, big stick management, plantation justice, do what I want, nepotism, ethics violations, old boys network. That is their core values. That's what New York City Transit, specifically speaking, labor relations pride themselves on. That's their core values. Because we don't see anything else. Nothing else at all. Now, I want to make this clear because BK, first of all, I don't even know how you guys can leave him in the position in which he's in. I think that he needs to get out of labor relations, and you guys need to do something else with him. Send him to Long Island Railroad, Metro North, send him somewhere over there. Because he has his issues going on. He's failing to supervise. They don't want to look into the stuff that they should be. Like, BK, why didn't you look into why Charles Henschke got a re-instruction for ethics and nepotism violation? Why didn't you take action on that? Because you're a part of that old boys network. You're a part of that network. And you would do anything in your power to uphold that. Now, I want to let you know, because you guys been letting all these fake anonymous letters come up everywhere and not take action on it. You guys have been letting managers pass fake letters on the property and things of that nature while they working. You guys know about that, right? So since y'all want to play this anonymous game, I'm just going to remind you, BK, some people that really know you got some things to say about you. And they say, you know what? I would do the show, but I don't want to reveal who I am because these guys is really retaliatory and that type of stuff. And I get it. I get it. But look, this voice is going to come back to spook you.
When you hear how I disguise their voice, you hear how I disguise my voice, they gonna come on the show and they gonna do this. And they gonna talk about all the bad things that you was involved in New York City Transit. Even how you work with the union. I'm gonna say allegedly. How you allegedly involved with things because it's not my story. Right? And how you allegedly work with the union to get people fired. This is what you do. So that person will be coming on the show anonymously, doing what they do.
See how that worked, right? Well, I see you guys later in a few, but you guys are dropping the ball. You guys are making bad decisions, and this place need to be revamped and destroyed and rebuilt again. Mr. Davey, I implore you to do the right thing. You have to do something with this department because they are about to have the whole entire transit authority look very bad. Catch you guys later.